On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
That I've mentored and like the kids in my program, that definitely feels good. So yeah, that's definitely a big deal too. But yeah, we're not talking about women, we're talking about men. So excuse me. Yeah, that was a great point though.
All right, Anton, what are your thoughts about it? Do men seek validation? If so, who and why would they need to?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody pretty much covered it. I think men seek validation. I don't think there's anything else that I need to add to it. I think everybody was pretty much on the nose. I don't disagree with anything anybody said.
That's the first of this panel. I can't believe everybody actually agreed on something.
Yes, progress.
Well,
Mr.
wait, you know what?
Roaches.
No, I do disagree. No,
Roaches.
I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around.
I know. Look,
It's
I
your
don't want
roaches.
Yeah.
Your roaches good luck.
to dream that everybody agree on one topic and we ain't got to go back and forth. But maybe it's not his dream though. I don't know.
We often talk about women seeking validation. Do men seek validation? If so, from who and why would they need to? Ladies, what are your thoughts? I'm gonna start with y'all. Go ahead, Island Girl Q.
I mean, I think the best people to answer that is the men. Men, go ahead, answer that question. No, I'm playing.
I'll answer.
Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, I definitely.
Validation and being
I
true
think-
in basketball.
I I think generally, I don't think men seek validation from outside folks. I do think that when a man is married, he seeks validation from his wife, and yeah, I think as far as with a husband, they want their woman to appreciate them, to validate them as a man, to respect them as a man. But I don't think majority of men don't go out looking for it. There's some that do. That's why you see the gray sweatpants, which I think is.
There's nothing wrong with them.
I mean, I was trying to. There's nothing wrong with them, but I have a problem when they
Don't
try
let
to
it
do
fool
it
y'all,
all on like
ladies.
IG. Like I'm not attracted.
No,
to
you're
it.
right. You're right.
know,
They be a little bit
all that-
salacious.
When
Yeah.
I see a man trying to get validated from the likes and stuff that women do, it's not attractive.
Mm.
And
And women do. Women like the attention. Women, of course, we seek validation sometimes outside of our relationship, i.e., Aisha Curry. So, but I don't think men generally do. But I do think they want to feel validation from their wife. Why wouldn't they? And I think they should be validated from their wife.
So
Go ahead. What T or Kayla? Who was about to say?
So I really do think that, thanks, Kay. I really do think that men do seek a certain level, like on a general basis, seeks a certain level of validation from women. Everybody, I mean, all human beings, everybody wants to be wanted, right? I mean, this is a fact. Anyone trying to act like they don't, like your cat. Everybody wants to be wanted. Like everybody wants to feel wanted. So there's a certain level of healthy validation that men seek from women and just interaction and like people feel you, people like being around you, right? I think that men, good men, seek the validation of like their parents or their father with what they're doing with their lives. I do think that also from their wives or the woman that they choose to love and be vulnerable with, that they do seek her validation with the decisions that they're making throughout life for their family and things like that. But I think it's just all natural for every human being to seek a little bit of validation from the opposite sex and you know, in the most I don't want to say minuscule way, but like in the most general sense, right? So yeah.
So I think different types of men seek different types of validation. So I feel like married men, like Courtney said, tend to seek like validation from their wives. I think like men who are in search or like men who are in search of like a fling or something, like they probably do seek validation from women. Like then you have like other guys that are ego driven that might seek validation from other men. So I do feel like they seek validation. I feel like they, you know, if they're intentional or if they're like living according to their own standards, then they're seeking validation by way of like, you know, how they match up to who's in their field and that sort of thing. But I definitely do feel like everyone seeks some kind of validation.
Yeah, I agree. I think men definitely seek validation from their peers. You know, I think it's natural. Humans are social, creatures. The desire for acceptance and recognition is very natural. So men are not exempt from that. Women aren't either. I think all genders generally seek validation from someone. Now, if we're talking about just online, posting thirst traps and stuff, like that's a different thing. But when I first heard the question, I just thought about social groups and, that desire to be accepted and recognized by people. And I think a lot of times men will seek that validation from men that they respect, men that are around them. It could be even men in their family or their fathers or their grandpas or other men. And then when it comes to women, I think that, like Courtney was saying, the validation from, your wife or a woman that you care about. I think in general, though, men more so seek validation from other men.
All right, gentlemen, go ahead, Rella. Been a little quiet over
Yeah, I was no. I was Kay, you actually you hit it. I think men and I don't know if I don't know if men actively seek it. I don't think men active because we just so used to just doing what you got to do regardless because typically feel like don't nobody cares. One of the reasons why we talk about Father's Day being one of the worst times of the year to be acknowledged by family and so on and so forth. But I do believe men absolutely seek some form of validation from their peer group, whether you competitive hooper or whether you're a competitive businessman. If you have a mentor, right, you want that validation from your mentor that, hey, you did good, or way to think that through, or whatever that looks like. Outside of that, I don't think men actively care about much else in terms of seeking validation.
What your thoughts about it, Trill? I seen you shaking your head. What's going on, brother?
You know what I thought about immediately when you said that? I thought about one time Drake came to Houston, right? He was at Address. And what I'm saying, they had a whole 3-4 sections in the back. I don't know if y'all ever been to Address, but it's like a lot of sections in there, right?
It's ghetto.
Yeah. So, Drake and them had Address locked down. Of course, there's a bunch of women around because it's Drake, so everybody's trying to get next to his section. Is that and the third? I literally seen grown men pushing women out of the way to get close to Drake, to try to get a picture, to try to get this, try to get that, try to speak to him. Hey, bro, love what you doing, bro. Da, 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 da. Can we get a picture? And for the dudes that Drake so happened to take the pictures with, a couple of these people I done seen on social media before. They posting pictures like, oh yeah, me and Big Bro working, man. Big Bro this, Big Bro that. This man don't know you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, men seek validation in all sorts of ways. Definitely from men that they look up to. When Kevin Samuels was alive, it's another great example. Kevin Samuels come on the platform, you see a different type of spunk in grown men. It's trying to be accepted, trying to align their talking points with them, and OG this, Big Bro, like that type of shit. Like, so it happens on that end, and then
doing that Trill.
shit. And then women, from women, if it's attractive women in the room, I done seen dudes again. I played football, so we in the weight room, we lifting, we doing whatever. And when there's men in the room, everybody lifting civilly, like we chilling. You on bench, you on squat, you doing, what you call hang cleans, whatever. But then when women walk in, all of a sudden shirts coming off, all of a sudden chest is sticking out a little further than it was. You know what I mean? So yes, men want to be accepted just as much as women do. It's just that we show it in different ways. A lot of them ways are just outright disgusting, especially in regards to other men's approval. But yes, men seek the validation of other men and women.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I think this is the first time in history I actually 100% agree with Trill. Yeah, he right. He hit on the head. Niggas seek validation. He said the last piece too. You know what I'm saying? We just do it in a different way. But with men, we seek validation. With women, we seek validation. And I'm gonna just add one on. With kids, we seek validation.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's just that's something about if you're doing something. I mean, I don't know if you ever coach like flag football or youth football. I mean, I know when I do it, I seek validation within the kids. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be like, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Ooh, Mr.
Mr. Who? I like
Logic
that.
was about to tell us his government.
Hey.
You already doxed me, so it don't matter. But yeah,
His name is Tommy.
I like that.
Mr. Tommy, Mr. Tommy.
You got a
I
white
don't
man's
trust.
name.
Career day next year.
But we do that though. You know what I'm saying? And I think, to be honest with you, in an older age, we get more validation from the youth. And then for me, like I did used to seek more validation between women and men. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. You know what I'm saying? Just doing competitive stuff and stuff like that, trying to get chicks, trying to get attention. We always do that. But the older I got, I actually started seeking validation from the kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Like, look, cute little brother, when he be calling me and shit, I like that shit. The little nigga, you know what I'm saying, calling me, hey, what you think about this hoe right here, Mr. Logic? I said, yeah, she a goddamn, you know what I'm saying? She like a low balling foe.
But how is that seeking validation?
Locker room talk.
Oh, I seek validation through him. You didn't listen.
No, that's what I'm asking. How is that from you seeking
Because
validation?
it's one thing that it actually feel good that a youngster values your opinion. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah.
See how you answer those calls for free and it brings you something positive?
Yes.
This is my moment.
Gratitude, people. Gratitude.
Hey, I don't go to sleep at night thinking about people.
Lord have mercy.
I don't do that. I don't say, oh, I hope cute brother called me today.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
I'm
you
about
find-
to get in
you
my
find
brother's phone
some-
and change your number.
You find some fulfillment in younger people looking up to you, like, hey, Uncle Logic.
Hey, Grandpa Logic.
I don't care.
Hey, that's what I gotta say to you. Fade the roaches, baby.
No, but you know what's
I
crazy?
love
You
it.
brought something up that was like dope because I definitely feel good about the fact that my daughter brags to her friends about me. Like that's a big flex to me. Like, yeah, definitely to the kids and the young girls that I've mentored and like the kids in my program. That definitely feels good. So yeah, that's definitely a big deal too. But yeah, we're not talking about women, we're talking about men. So excuse me. Yeah, that was a great point though.
All right, Anton, what are your thoughts about it? Do men seek validation? If so, who and why would they need to?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody pretty much covered it. I think men seek validation. I don't think there's anything else that I need to add to it. I think everybody was pretty much on the nose. I don't disagree with anything anybody said.
That's the first of this panel. I can't believe everybody actually agreed on something.
Yes, progress.
Oh,
Mr.
wait, you know what?
Roaches.
No, I do disagree.
Mr.
No,
Roaches.
I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around.
I know. Look,
Mr.
I don't want
Roaches,
Yeah.
Mr. Roaches, good luck.
to dream that everybody agree on one topic and we ain't got to go back and forth. But maybe it's not his dream though. I don't know.